Buying a home can bring up a lot of emotions, especially as you're going through the process of A, considering if it's the right thing to do, and then B, finding the right home to buy. And I don't think we talk about those emotions enough. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and just share with you why I think what you're feeling is normal and some ideas on how to deal with it. So first and foremost, homeownership is scary. The truth is, buying a home is almost always more expensive than renting at the time you actually make the purchase. The difference is that your monthly payment on home ownership often gets lower over time. Your monthly payment for renting, well, it goes up. So that's a major, major difference that you have to deal with the emotional struggle, the logical struggle, and the emotions that come with that struggle of, hey, I'm going to spend X amount of dollars more per month. That means I'm not going to be able to eat out as often. It means I'm not going to be able to buy Starbucks as often. And everybody says, oh, it's as simple as just skipping Starbucks. Well, it's a lot more than that. It's about a lifestyle. And it's really about you making the decision that you want to be a homeowner. I think homeownership is fantastic for wealth building long term. But that's a huge stress that you're taking on, that when something breaks in the house, it belongs to you to fix it. That's normal. So what you have to decide is, am I willing to take a risk? And it really is a risk in buying a home. Now, it's a pretty safe risk because long-term homeownership overall is a very, very good investment. But you're still taking some short-term risks. A lot of people right now are feeling like, man, a year ago, I would have done anything to buy a home and I felt desperate. The emotion of desperation was super common a year ago versus today in this market right now in 2022, there are more and more homes coming for sale and people are worried about, am I buying at the right time? Maybe you're listening to this 5 years from now and it's 2027. It's no different, regardless of what market you're in. People are always afraid of making the wrong decision. And I want you to understand that's normal. But the truth is, when you talk to somebody that's in their 80s and they say, man, I wish I would have whatever earlier on in my life, you're at that moment right now. So you have to make the decision to take the leap, because all good things live on the other side of fear. You just have to be willing to make that decision, that you're willing to take that leap to jump over fear. And then there's the emotional roller coaster as you go through trying to pick the house. Because when you're shopping for a home, you have to walk a really fine line between falling in love with a home and knowing it's where you want to live for whatever amount of time you're planning on staying there. But then you got the opposite side of it, which is you don't want to love it so much that you ignore problems with it that you should have said, wait, whoa, I'm going to renegotiate, or I need to back out of this. And so you've got the struggle that you don't want to be feeling so disappointed if you fell in love with a home and your offer didn't get accepted, but you also don't want to write an offer on a home that you don't love. And it's a really big emotional struggle. And a lot of people have challenges with this process and with the highs and lows of, man, I really fell in love with this home. Oh man, I can't have it. There's a lot of emotions that go into the home buying process. And I just want to make sure you know it's normal. And the most important thing my team and I are going to do is to be here to guide you and answer your questions and really reassure you that the things you're going through, it really is the normal process. But once you get to the other side, once you get through all of these things, you get to enjoy an amazing home. You get stability of your monthly payment. You get to have the school district you want to have for your kids. You get to do anything you want in that home because you don't have a landlord telling you can't. But there's a lot of emotions throughout the way to get you there. And the final emotion some people deal with is a little bit of buyer's remorse. It's true. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that. But the truth is, once you buy a home, sometimes people wish they didn't. And it's really about how careful you are going through the process of purchasing and knowing what it is that you want. But things change. Your job situation changes. The economy changes. Typically, things end up okay in the end, but you might have to tighten things up for a short period of time. And that's a huge struggle as well. So just know all the things that you're thinking about, it's normal. If you have questions about this or anything else, give me a call because I want to help guide you through this process and help make the home buying journey a great one for you.